So Sarah, right now, we haven't done that as a family for a while, but Sarah bikes with her friends at the park too, where the playground is and everything. So she just told me before we came that she wanted to go biking with her friend from school. And I told her it's probably not enough time, before we come here. So, but she wanted to do that, and there's like a little path going through the park that they can bike around. So, okay. Yeah.
Does Sarah, when she's outside, use any technology? Or with you guys, do you usually use any technology when you're outdoor?
So when Sarah goes, if we would, like in the beginning, when it was a novelty and she got the full access to it.
The phone, you mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then she would take it and meet with her friends and sit somewhere outside and then watch YouTube videos, of like whatever they currently watch, like dolls, how to dress, like all these American Girl doll videos on YouTube here. And then we thought that's not why we send them outside to play, We rather want them to play and whatever, play frisbee or like do the merry-go-round or climb or whatever, not sit on the bench, watching videos. So that's when we limited that. So she does not take her phone currently outside. Because that's not the intention of her being outside. She gets her phone or her computer in the evening, like for quiet time after dinner and how everything is done, homework and everything. Then she gets her time where she has like electronic time officially. So, but we didn't encourage her to have a phone because we know that how she would use it wouldn't be our intention. Because we try to limit her access to electronics and we want to control what she does, and so that's the time after dinner where we do that. So, and that's how that ended. And then for us, we have our phone everywhere. My husband is very active on social media, so there's all these social media accounts and posts this picture on Instagram and posts about us hiking on Lincoln Park, and all the pictures, everything has to be shared. So he's constantly using it, and I'm in between, if I think it's share worthy, then I will share it and have my phone. But I also try not to overuse. So I really want to be in the moment when I'm there and not. But if there is something that I want to look up, if there's like a tree that I don't know and it's really interesting to me, I try to Google what the tree might be, or trying to find places, Google Maps, stuff like that. So, or like texting with a friend that I want to meet at the park. If I'm there with the kids, and they ask like, can we invite a friend? And then I will text another family or so and say, hey, what are you up to? Do you want to come down to the park or so? So that's my main use.
Yeah, that makes sense. So how do you feel about Sarah spending time outside?
So it's very important to me. Just that's how I grew up. So rather have her sit inside, than I want her to be outside.
Yeah. Still need a few minutes.
Start with Kim.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be wrapping up soon.
Right, yeah. I need a few more minutes, yeah. I'll be wrapping up. Yeah. So how do you feel about your Sarah engage with technology at home in general? And what devices does she have access to?
So she has like a iPad that is mainly used for homework, for a green box. That's a math software that the school encourages her to use. Then she has a computer and she likes to blog. So she has like a little journal, like website online, that she like shares little stories or things about her bunnies or something like that. So she does that. And then she has, she like if you don't control it, then she would like watch YouTube videos from other little kids, doing jump rope tricks or American Girl doll things or like all of that stuff, Where like you start with one and then you get all these recommendations and she's sucked in. So
your child does own a smartphone, right?
Yeah.
And then so how does she usually use it?
So currently, she's not using it by herself, I would say, because she prefers to, if it's after dinner, she sits on the couch, she's asking for the computer, because, it's a bigger screen. So she has access to it. And she can pick, if she wants to watch TV, if she wants to have a computer to watch, or do other things, or if she wants to have her phone. she wants to use.
What she's using. Okay.
And she has a couple of apps that she plays on her phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was another thing. Like, okay, so she watches usually TVs. Does she play games on apps? And is it on the computer? Or?
If her friends do, that's kind of the peer pressure. There's like these different apps that she that they're all into then at the same point, and then she wants to not miss out and wants to play too.
Is there homework that she does sometimes on Thursday?
No, because that's on the iPad. That app is only available on iPad.
The games you mean, or the homework?
The math software, so it doesn't work on her phone. But yeah, we will have like a multiplication app that we have on her phone that she's using, but it's extra. It's not like tied in with homework. It's just we want her to use that. Yeah, so there's a couple of things on her phone that she uses once in a while.
So do you have rules about Sarah's technology use?
Yeah.
And can you describe them?
So we try during the day after school, encourage her to play outside. And then we have to make sure that everything else is taken care of, her sports activities or something during the day. Then we usually have dinner, and then like half of the time, if we don't have plans for after dinner, then there's electronic time. And then she can freely pick, like if she wants to watch TV or have a computer or have a phone or play with a friend instead or whatever she wants to do.
And how often does she usually gets a screen time? Like how?
I would say like 3 or 4 days a week. Like sometimes we just have plans, we're invited to a friend's house or something for dinner and then we're not home.
All right. And how long?
I would say like between half an hour and an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Half an hour and an hour. Do you have different rules for like the technology use? If it was for like, as you said, like after dinner, like entertainment or app or watching video versus if it was for learning or doing her math?
Yeah, so if she says she has homework or wants to do math, it's unlimited, then she just can have it to do it. And it's usually before dinner time because it's more like a chore, and we want to encourage her to do that, obviously. And the other part for after dinner is more entertainment, right? Like if we give her electronic time, I wouldn't think she would start her math app by herself doing that because that would be with a lot of character.
Oh, I see. So she usually doesn't ask for it. You encourage her to do it.
For math, yeah. Yeah, she wouldn't ask for you doing more homework.
So I think I kind of heard when you walked in a little bit about the rules that you use to monitor or restrict. Do you have any rules to monitor or restrict which apps are downloaded on their devices, the phone or the tablet?
So for Sarah, it's a little easier because it's like between her girlfriends, it seems to be not a focus of interest. So once in a while she plays an app she wants because everyone is playing it, and then we talk about it and she gets it and she gets to play with that. For Tim it's a different thing because there's so much and all the boys and so much like turnover and what different apps and what they do, and some of them are violent, so we don't allow that. So if we know it's a violent game to us, then he doesn't get to download it. Some jump and run games, we know that it's not really good for him, just for his mood, And so after we see that he's like super whiny afterwards or so, then we tell him this is really not a good game for you because it makes you really, like it's hard for you to like get out of it, and transition into like going to bed afterwards or something like that. So it depends, but he's getting a little older, so some of the games don't have that much impact. So if we give him electronic time and he's fine up, then...
We're just wondering if we're even in the right place, because we didn't know where we're supposed to be. For the nature collection?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, that's our rule.
Okay, great. Okay, do you have any rules that are different between weekdays and weekends for the technology use?
Yeah, I think because we have like a regular schedule during the weekdays, when we do this like play outside, like after school, then dinner time and then maybe some electronic. And weekends we don't have that, so either we are out all day because we're like running errands, or going hiking or whatever, like it's an activity. And so, or sometimes if it's super rainy and we have work to do, then the kids might watch TV for 3 hours or 4, or play computer or something. Like us, we're all just like doing computer. And so it's different then, and then it's also a little more loose time, like it's not just like half an hour to an hour, it might be 4 hours.
Right, on the weekends, right.
Yeah.
It's harder. Okay. So do you